You know, I was watching this very bizarre YouTube video last night. I got sucked in. I clicked on it, and it was all about the Sumerian Kings List, and that the they found a tablet, this cuneiform tablet that it shows this list of kings and how long they reigned. And then there's the Great Flood. And some of these kings reigned for like 40,000 years, 30,000 years. And then and the total timeline of all of them, I think, is like 200 plus thousand years. And then there's the Great Flood. And then after the Great Flood, there's a very small lifespan. There's like 50 years. They run for 40 years. But all of the post-flood kings are correct. They're all like historically, they resonate with other historical texts, other cuneiform tablets, other different depictions of when this king ran, you know, Mesopotamia, and this king ran Sumer. And but their old versions are these like really weird, like pre-flood. It's real weird. It's like, what are you talking about? 40,000 years? Like, what does that mean? Are you just making it up? Is it just a myth? Is it? Was there a different thing here then? Like, are we just assuming that this lifespan that human beings have of 120 years is normal? Like, is this what we always had? Or are what we are today a very bizarre version of what used to exist? Are we like a fucking chihuahua and we used to be a wolf? Were we something very different at one point in time? And are we the remnants of whatever survived, whatever cataclysmic disaster that every ancient civilization depicts as a great flood? Like, multiple different civilizations talk about this one event that seems to be a real event. Like, what are they trying to say? And why is that also in the Bible? Like, why was Noah like 600 years old? Like, why were these people so old? Like, what does that mean? Did you guys suck at calendars? Or are we talking about a very different reality back then? Because if the Great Flood is true, let's imagine there is a spectacular civilization. This is my most romantic view of ancient history. There's a spectacular civilization that exists. It exists in ancient Egypt. They have technology that's far beyond anything we've achieved today. It's just gone down a totally different path. And what they're really into is making these insane stone structures that defy any modern construction methods, any transportation methods. Everything's out the window. We have no idea how they did it. And they did it way before anybody was doing anything remotely like that. How old are those things for real? We don't really know. Like, if there was some insanely sophisticated society where, if you want to figure things out, it's probably hard to figure things out if you only live to be 100 years. And then if everybody else has ego and everybody's like, that is not true, the laws of thermodynamics cannot be, and like, you have all these egos involved in universities, you have all these egos involved in the technology companies, and then of course political people like Zawi Hawass, who's in charge of the Egypt antiquities. He's the gatekeeper of all the information about Egypt. So you have all of these kind of egos. Wouldn't it be like way easier to get past that if you lived 50,000 years? If you lived 100,000 years? Like, you would think that kind of a human being or that kind of an intelligent creature would be able to accomplish way more. It'd probably get over all of its bullshit by the time it's 150, and then it would be starting to figure out some things that, I mean, if it had no cognitive decline, and if it does live to be thousands of years old, that's not insane. Because we're just randomly living to be 100 and 120 years. Like, wow, you made it to 110, Grandpa. What a great life. They would probably look and go, that's a bullshit life. Like, you can't figure anything out. And maybe that's part of the design.
That's part of it.
Maybe that's part of the design to ensure chaos. Like, if you want to ensure chaos, you can't live long enough to recognize the hustle.
Right.
Because if you live long enough to recognize the hustle, you'd be like, why are we arguing?